Obtaining Arceus is the end goal in Pokemon Legends Arceus. The final post-game quest is long and arduous, but well worth the effort. Let's teach you everything you need to know about how to prepare along the way. What's happening, everyone? It's Abdallah here, back again with another awesome Pokemon Legends Arceus tips and tricks tutorial video. Today's video is showing you exactly how to get Arceus within the game. He's gigantic and he's the most powerful Pokemon. Seriously, he's awesome. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and thanks for enjoying all of the tips and tricks tutorial videos. While you're here, definitely check out our brand new Legend merch over at AbdallahSmash.com. And, of course, if you didn't already see, on our main channel page, we do have tons of tips and tricks tutorial videos. One of them specifically is what I want you to take a look at before watching this video. It's right over here. It's called All 242 Pokemon and Where to Find Them. This video is pretty awesome because I go through and detail the evolution methods and where to find every single Pokemon according to their actual Pokedex entries. So this is very imperative for you taking the first step of learning where exactly all the Pokemon are at. So once you've gone through and beaten the main story mode, you'll see that there's going to be brand new missions available for you to accept. That being said, continue doing those because they lead into each other, and you'll be catching a whole bunch of legendary Pokemon along the way. You'll see that while you're catching these legendary Pokemon, you'll be obtaining all sorts of the legendary Arceus plates. And by doing so, collecting them will then unlock the final quest within the game, which is going to be called the Deified Pokemon. Ultimately, you're going to get the Azure Flute, and you have to collect every single Pokemon in the game and go to the Temple of Sinnoh at the very top of Mount Coronet and play the flute over there. Once you've played the flute at the very top of the Temple of Sinnoh, you'll then get greeted with a very awesome cutscene that leads you straight over to Arceus. Alright, so here we are, the moment we've been waiting for, the legendary Arceus. Ooh, boy. Alright, so as you can see, you want to be able to throw as many bombs as you can from so far away. Simply doing that by holding down the ZR button until his arm is fully thrown backwards, we'll be able to do that. Likewise, if you're really close and you rapidly tap the ZR button, you'll be able to throw a lot more faster. Anyway, you'll notice all those different rings, and all you have to do is really hold left and dodge. Right over here with these little lasers and the sun above his head, all you have to do is listen to the audio cues or the visuals when they're about to fly at you, and then only dodge. There's no way that you're going to sneak in a couple hits from there. You'll see that he's going to be doing the ground pulses and those little meteors pretty much until you break through 1/4 of his entire health. Right over here, when you're ready for this next part, he's going to be running across the screen and doing some sort of fairy move for the entire floor. Get as close as you can to him and pelt him with these mysterious bombs. Now, his next move is going to be breaking through time and space and charging directly at you. So once you see him doing that, just be ready to dodge out of the way. Now, he's going to be repeating all of his different moves over this way, so just be very careful and dodge accordingly. As you can see, we're not going to be taking any damage in this boss battle. Get as close as you can and rapid fire these mysterious bombs. Again, the floor is going to be pink, so you want to come into his little area of relief and then pelt him with as many of these as you can, as fast as you can. So right over here, he's going to be at half health. And odds are he's going to be doing a lot of repeats of his previous moves. The little laser beams over here where you're just going to be dodging through left and right. And then he's also going to be doing some meteor attacks too. So there are going to be some different patterns. I got lucky with this run over here. He literally repeated the pulsing ground single meteor pattern for me. But there's going to be some other patterns where he throws a whole line of meteors at you. And you pretty much have to just watch out and dodge accordingly. So anyway, you might get lucky with this run where he just repeats the same move, so go for it. It'll take you a little bit of practice, but nonetheless, it'll be very simple for you to go through and beat this final boss battle. Looks great. So anyway, here we go. This is Arceus. Now, he's almost on his final leg here. You can see that it is his final 1/4, and he's going to be mixing up his moves accordingly. If you guys remember the noble Pokemon of Arcanine, he had a little bit of a charge-up move in which you had to cancel it out. So Arceus has the exact same thing, and he might bust this out a little bit earlier for you. Anyway, right over here, it is you have to hit him with 4 mysterious bombs in order to get rid of those and jump over that little pulse. He's going to be dazed and confused, so now is the time where you're going to bring in your Pokemon. And I don't expect you to have level 80 Pokemon in your team unless you're going to be using all of the legendaries that you caught previously upon beating all of these quests. Now, I'm starting off with Dialga simply because I know that what he's going to be doing is changing up his typings accordingly. I busted out Flash Cannon over here, but you'll notice that what's interesting about Arceus is that he's got a very awesome Legend plate. And what it does is whenever he uses Judgment, he's going to change into a typing that's super effective against your Pokemon. So what he did right over there is he used a ground type Judgment. Now, since he is a ground type right over here, I can bring in Palkia and use a super effective Hydro Pump. I would highly suggest using the strong style of any of your moves, simply because you're not really going to survive any of the Judgment hits, considering the fact they're from Arceus and they're going to be super effective. So you'll see over here that he changed into the Dragon typing, which is going to be one of Palkia's weaknesses. I don't expect to live that at all, so we're going to sacrifice Palkia over here, and since he is a Dragon type, I know that I can easily bring in Giratina. Now, these are Pokemon that I didn't raise from scratch. These are Pokemon that I wild caught on the way up. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do a strong style Dragon Pulse in order to knock out Arceus right over here. It's going to be easy to do so. You don't have to raise any Pokemon. You don't have to do any of that. These are Pokemon that you caught along the way to getting Arceus. Now is your time. Throw some bombs, and congratulations, you have now beaten Arceus. Good job. Now that you have Arceus on your team, it's going to be so much fun customizing him to whatever gameplay style you want. But there's going to be one gameplay style that's going to resonate above the others, and let's take a look. Anyway, in case you guys didn't notice, you can go over to Arceus and you can indeed change up his name. In case you want to, go for it. Anyway, but you can see right over here, these are all the plates that are available that you collected. Simply put him back in his Pokeball, head on over to the plates, and you can change up his typing. You can use this flame plate over here, and if you want a cool red looking Arceus that is an actual fire type to fill in a hole in your team that you don't have a fire type for, then definitely do so. You'll be able to see, boom, he is a fire type solid, not a dual typing or anything like that. And also, if you take a look at the Judgment move, it's going to be a very strong 100 base power fire type move because he has the flame plate on him. Now, there's no hold items within the game, so it's kind of, you just equip it on just like that, and it's there. At the very end of the game, you are going to be given the Legend plate. Now, this is going to be something brand new to the Pokemon series and brand new to Arceus itself. Equip the Legend plate, and you are going to be in for one wild ride. Once you equip the Legend plate, if you take a look at his summary, Arceus is going to stay a normal typing right over here. But that's going to change up very, very soon. So what we're going to do over here is going to go battle against Wenton. He's the easiest one, and he only has 3 Pokemon. If you remember the final battle against Arceus, if you threw your Pokemon into battle against him, he changes up his typing in order to deal super effective damage on that Judgment move. And that's exactly what the Legend plate does. So you can see right over here that there's a Mothim. Mothim is going to be weak against rock. So I'm not having the rock plate equipped on me, but since I have the Legend plate, this Judgment turns into rock automatically. So you're going to be able to dominate any and every Pokemon that you're up against with a super effective move. So boom, you can see he changed into the rock variant right over this way, and boom, you are all set. Done. Look at that. Okay, easy. You'll see over here that he's going to now throw in Gastrodon. Gastrodon is 4 times weak against all of the grass type moves. So what we're going to do right now is click on Judgment. It's going to be grass typing. You're going to see over here, Arceus is going to change into the Neon Green and then do a grass type Judgment, which is 4 times super effective against Gastrodon. And of course, you're going to be staying in that typing too, so you'll also have to keep that in mind when it comes to defensive turns. The next Pokemon he's going to send out is going to be Jolteon. So an electric move or other kind of move may not be the best against grass type. So keep that in mind. You'll also see over here that whatever Jolteon's weak against, which is ground type moves, we're going to absolutely use that. So he's going to change right now into a ground type Arceus and then use the ground type Judgment to completely dominate every single Pokemon here. Now, the only downside is that the power points for Judgment are 5 power points. And I haven't found any items in the overworld that have a boosting ability that like a PP up or anything like that. So I don't know if they exist in the game, but hey, you're going to have to switch up his moveset so that you don't run out of power points and end up struggling or wasting turns. Right over here, taking a look at Zisu's move tutor, oh my gosh. Arceus reminds me of Mew that can learn any TM or HM. There's so much to put on here. So Bulldoze, Aerial Ace, Stealth Rock. You've got, if you want to run a physical set, Zen Headbutt right over here. Shadow Claw. You got all the physical moves. There's going to be all the special moves over here too. Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Aqua Tail, Ice Beam, Psychic, Draco Meteor. And then, of course, you got Steel Beam over here, which is 120 base power. So Steel Beam could arguably be a little bit stronger if you have a good type advantage on there. But anyway, yeah, Steel Beam, awesome. I would definitely say take a look at all of these other moves. Give him Calm Mind because you want to be able to boost that up and make sure that Judgment gets that KO. Recover is really good. You can use Agile Style to recover a little bit and then attack on your next turn. And then just give him whatever other move that has a little bit more power points. So anyway, there you go. That is Arceus within the game. Wow, is he strong? I think he's going to be so great. I want to find out exactly what we're going to be doing with Arceus in post-game, right? Other than just beating up wild Pokemon. So anyway, what are you planning on doing with him as soon as you get him? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for supporting all these tips and tricks tutorial videos. It means the world to me. We're going to be working super hard to get you the best ones on YouTube. So thanks for being here. And of course, thanks for subscribing for even more Legends Arceus. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.